Good afternoon, everybody. It's the 21st of June. Today, I'd like to do the S&P 500 Spider ETF review. There's the usual disclaimer. In today's weekly review on the 21st of June, cloud chart market analysis of the S&P 500 ETFs, as well as the S&P 500 sector ETFs, going to look at the section that's taking place from an Ichimoku cloud chart perspective. Okay, jumping straight into the Pro Real-Time platform, we start off with the S&P 500. We can see we steady uptrend for quite some time. Price action has been taking place above the cloud, so that's quite a strong signal. Trend strength has actually declined somewhat as measured by the A, and we've had a brief sell signal, profit-taking signal on the MACD there. So do expect some form of a pullback and consolidation above the top end of the cloud here. 241.90 is a key support level to watch, the front end of the cloud. And then these old highs are 240 and 240, spot 7. These are all resistance areas which now should support, but interestingly enough, they coincide very well with the top end cloud chart support zone. So we've had a breakout in the S&P out of it, but there's now consolidation risk back down to retest the old support levels and then recontinue the journey from there. We're also moving into a seasonal weak period, May, June, July, so we should see a bit of a correction here and then a retest of support at the top end of the cloud. If support holds, we're going higher by later part in the year. But there's some short-term opportunities in the S&P 500, but watching out very closely for the 240 support zone. And first level to watch out for is 241 and then 240, and then the bottom end of the cloud here at 238. Is the next level to watch. Okay. If we go down in the individual sectors, we'll start with materials, XLB. We had a nice little base breakout here, rebound from the bottom in the cloud at the beginning of May, and strong rally up, and then it met with a bit of resistance. Now it's on its way to test support at the top end of the cloud here at 53. That support level came in, coincides well with the old highs. Chart for a possible rebound as we get closer to the top end of the cloud chart support zone here. Looking closely for a profitable profit-taking signal on the MACD here, but side risk is towards the top end of the cloud here to retest support. Okay, real estate XLRE struggling to get out of this trading base. Let's see actions above the cloud, so that's positive. But the front end of the cloud here is a support level to watch out for, 32.18. But it's struggling to get past these old resistance levels, and you can see that cloud chart resistance levels. So these are significant resistance levels in the real estate ETF. So downside risk down to the bottom end of the cloud and the potential rebound from that area. Okay, but price action still positive because price action is taking place on top of the cloud. Consumer discretionary, XLY. A little bit consolidating after a tremendous rally. You can see it's been above the cloud for quite some time, and now it's on its way to pull back. Watch the 89 spot 42 level, and then the next level to test is the 88 spot 32 zone, the bottom end of the cloud here. So the cloud level here is a key support zone, and that can be a potential edge to the upside. But currently consolidation underway. We've had a MACD sell signal up here. So we see downside risk to the top end of the cloud chart support levels. Consumer staples, XLB, similar situation, on its way to test for support at the top end of the cloud. Watch out for these old highs here, should now be tested of support level will be, and these levels coincide very well with the front end of the cloud chart support level. So we could see a potential rebound as it breaks, as it tests in the cloud here, and then it could rebound from that level. Watching very closely for potential swing trade there. But we've had a MACD sell, so profit taking underway. XLE, stuck in a tremendous long downtrend since losing support here at the bottom end of the cloud. Front end of the cloud still indicate that the downtrend remains. We are looking, let's just go and look at the weekly chart to see where is the support levels. Very interesting. We had a massive support level at 64. A critical weekly cloud chart support levels. Watch this level for potential rebound if support comes in at this level. So watching very, very closely to see if this level will be critical week for energy there. Okay. Financials, XLF. Sideways consolidation base. Rebounded for old lows here. Now testing the top end of the cloud for support. Front end of the cloud indicate that we have a new uptrend starting. It's breakout, retest of the resistance here for support, and then a potential rebound from the top end of the cloud for support level there. So watching to see if support will come in these levels with a target of the old highs here, 25.30 as the next key resistance area. But we need to see a rebound from the top end of the cloud to see how strong the support on that level. Healthcare XLV, sorry, had a strong rally. MACD sell and then immediately another MACD buy, broke out of the base, retested the resistance here. Now it's need to find new resistance areas. Front end cloud is a key support zone. Could still see a snapback to retest this area, but we have an uptrend in place. The MACD buy signal here. So broke out, so watching this very closely to see for any type of pullback as a new entry point and profit taking. So watching closely. If you're in it, you might be looking at that table when that MACD sell signal comes through. Otherwise, if you're not in it, then the rebound, retest of the top end of the cloud chart support level point. Okay. Industrials, XLI, broke out of a consolidation period. Front end of the cloud is key support, so watching the 67 was a key support area. Grinding higher, slow grind higher, can still come back to retest this area to see how strong support is. Had a MACD buy here within the bottom end of the base, and now just watching very closely to see when the profit-taking MACD signal will come through. Okay. Spider, big correction after a very strong rally. MACD sell signal remain in place. We need to see a buy, but it's on its way to test these cloud chart support levels. Top end, watch out for 54.78, and then this low here at 54.48 is the next key support zone. Bottom in the cloud here is also key support zone, 54.26. So the $54 range as a potential rebound area and a support area for the Spider ETF XLK. So watching very closely these levels. So we do expect weakness up until down, up to those levels to the downside. Utilities XLU broke out of a very long consolidation base, up in the cloud now is looking for support of the front end of the cloud at 53.44 with bottom end support here at 52.70. So we could see a bit of a weakness drift, the ETF to drift lower to those levels and then rebound from the top end of the cloud chart support zone. Okay. Back to the S&P, what we're going to look at for you is the retest of the 240.32 zone, top end of the cloud. Weekly cloud chart still looking very, very with front end cloud 237 as key support levels on a weekly cloud chart. So 240 was resistance. After the resistance, after the breakout, a retest of resistance, and then a continuation of the trend. But we do see a bit of a consolidation now after a strong move with potential with support to come in at the front end of the cloud here, 236 on the weekly Ichimoku cloud chart. Okay. Until next time, happy trading.